Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here once again just outside Minas Morgul, but we're not going to be here for long. Today we are going to be starting on the epilogue quest. We have an incomplete key and we need to find someone who knows about the broken key. Now I'll be honest, completely had to search for this. I'll tell you who it is in just a moment. But before we do that, we do have our Hobbit gift of the day, so let's have a quick look at that. It's going to be 20 virtual experience and a massive pile of copper scraps. That's kind of alright. I mean, it's just basically money at the end of the day, isn't it? So let's just get that and sell this off to the provisioner. There, we won't worry about all this stuff in a minute. So, turns out, the place that you have to go to, or the person you have to talk to specifically, is Keel Tailspinner, who is in Yarnfast. So we need to head to Bree, and then from there we should be able to just get straight to Yarnfast. In fact, let's check. No, I don't have Dale here or anything like that. I was going to say that would be the fastest way of doing it. Maybe Haltvis even might be quicker than going to Bree Land. Because if I go to Bree, I have to then go South Bree from West Bree, and then I have to go there. So if I can minimize that, then, well, let's see. Worst case scenario, just spend a little bit more money. But we just made a gold, so we're all fine. Right, so in Yarnfast, I think it would have been quicker, or at least cheaper, for us to go to Bree, because I think it would have cost us a couple of copper to go from South Bree to, or West Bree to South Bree, and then we could have come straight here. Instead, we spent about 200 silver, which is quite a lot. Now we need to find where he lives again, because this place is a teeny bit of a maze. Keel's home. Perfect. Found that straight away. Right. Keel, where are you? Is he? Here he is. So supposedly you can tell me about this key. Keel Tailspinner smiles a greeting as you approach.
What a surprise, my friend.
I did not expect to see you again, and because we were so close, I will forgive your unheralded intrusion into my home. I think you've just been stood here for the entire time, haven't you? Just a jest. You're welcome here anytime. How goes the examination of the Black Book, written by my thrice-great-grandfather, Voin? Do not forget it belongs to me, and if it proves valuable, I would welcome payment equivalent to its value. Keel returns, gestures at the runes on the walls. When we first discovered this place, it frightened me, but now I found myself coming in here more and more often. I find that the aura here calms and relaxes me. It is not so for Lord Nain. He is still not happy about this chamber, but it's so old, and my claim to this home as my forebears is so clear that he dares not do anything about it. For that the Lord of the Iron Hills has my respect and the stillness of my tongue. Many other stories I might tell of him, were it otherwise. True tales all, though he might not agree, so everyone is happy. So you show Keel the broken key, and he says, carefully, do you know something? I think I have seen this shape before. I cannot be certain, but yes, it's worth a try. I will take it. It will take me some time to dig it out again, but if you go to one of the metalworkers in Yarnfast, I'll meet you once I find it. Wait for me by the forges on the lower levels, and there you'll find the best and fastest in Yarnfast's metalworkers. So we're going to try and repair the key, and maybe he has like a chest that it fits into, or a book that it relates to, maybe. Not quite sure. How do we get out of here? There we are. So we got to find where the metal workers are. So I think possibly this way. Yeah, you can see here. So there's working areas. So it must be in here, surely. Or is this just ovens? No. Well, there we are. Yarnfast metalworker.
Yes, what can I do for you?
He looks at you with surprise. You mean you don't know? Oh, you're waiting for someone. Keel Tailspinner. This suddenly makes a great deal of sense. That's Zeldaruka. Talk to Keel by the forges on the lower level. Keel Tailspinner hurries towards you, and the metalworkers fall silent.
I found it.
When I was cleaning out my father's home, I chanced upon this mold and a small locked box. I thought little of these artifacts and put them away with the rest of the odds and ends. But look at this. Keel holds out a small casting mold with a hollow in the shape of a key. The broken key given you by Gothmog rests comfortably within the indentation. So maybe we got like the end of it, so the beginning of it, and that's why we can't use it to open anything. Maybe, or this can repair two bits together. Not quite sure. Using mold, the metalworkers could fashion a duplicate of this key. Oh, fair enough. And I warrant it will unlock the box I found, or I am no Zeldaruka. Get them on these instructions of the fine dwarfs, and once the key is forged, I'll meet you back in the hidden chamber. So please...
It should not take long.
Okay. Please fix my thing. 5 minutes? Right, well... I'm not going to make you wait around for 5 minutes. Yeah. I'll just skip to when that happens, I guess. Didn't expect it to take that long, but it is metalworking, so fair enough. Right. Finally, here we are. The newly forged key should now be ready. I guess I could have been doing stuff during that time, but probably, like, I don't know, do a skirmish or something. But anyway, here you go, may this key unlock whatever it is you seek to unlock. If the container be of Zelruk and make, perhaps it would be better for me to hope that this key will properly lock it away and rid us of whatever madness Keel Tailspinner weaves now. So, we need to go back to Keel, go to his home, and then, yeah, see what we have. I expected maybe something a bit more, I don't know, grandiose, like than just a little lockbox maybe, but we'll see how things turn out. It could be a key that unlocks another key that unlocks another key. Yeah, maybe. We'll find out though, won't we? Keel, hello.
The key is forged.
Yes, it is. Then let us see if it opens the box I found in the same place as the mold. I assume the box belonged to my mother and contained her decorative jewels, but perhaps it is not so. That'd be kind of funny that Gothmog's been like holding this key. It just takes you just like a necklace. But I guess in this world, necklace gives you a lot of power, so maybe that might do something. I have set it on the table there. So tiny locked box. The key clicks in the lock. Inside the box, you find a small shard of glass and nothing else.
A shard of glass, no more than a hand's breadth in size. This is the treasure?
I do not know what I expected, but I expected more than this. It seems quite ordinary. Why would anyone lock it away and then break the key? You told me you were acquainted with Gandalf the Wizard. Perhaps he will know what to make of this broken glass. If there is anything to make of it at all, I fear you're maybe wasting his time, but if you do think he will not mind, it should be, if you do not think he'll mind it, you should ask him straight away. Where is he gone? You tell Keel that Gandalf recently spent some time in the lands far to the south, but the wizard intended to journey north again once alongside a wagon. He's likely to be at Bjorninghus by now. So we need to go to Bjorninghus. Gandalf may know what to make of the strange glass shard. Look for him at Bjorninghus. So we do have Holtlis, so we'll go there and then up to Bjorninghus from there. Right, Gandalf is back in Grimbjorn's lodge. Hello. How are you doing?
Did you learn anything about the broken key given to you by Gothmog?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. The birds of Isildur have come part of the way. Oh yeah, I remember that's why he was coming this way. But I travelled ahead of the wagon to once again test Bjorn's hospitality. He is prone to grumbling, but the meals he serves are without compare on his side of the Misty Mountains. Did you learn anything about the broken key given to you by Gothmog? You tell him you transpired in Garnfast and shared in the glass shard you obtained from the locked box. He studies it closely. A broken piece of glass does not appear to be a weapon of any kind. I mean, you could use it to stab someone, I guess. Is it possible Gothmog's key might have unlocked more than one container? Unless he holds the shard up to his eye and squints through it. The glass is cloudy, as if it contains something which obscures my vision. It moves from side to side as I stare at it, almost like it. He looks up suddenly and clutches the black book hanging from his belt. He flips it open and peers through the shard of glass at one weathered page. There's hidden writing here. As I suspected from the very outset, I did not think we could find a means to reveal it, but you have done so. So you have to, like, look through that, and it reveals like, a secret message, which is cool.
Reminds me of something.
Okay, there's a moving radiance held in the glass. It reminds me of something, rotating beacons atop Barracuda and the Tower of the Crescent Moon in Minas Morgul. Is this a shard of glass from the beacon in the tower's topmost chamber? I was thinking it was, like, part of one of those orbs that we saw. You've seen the moonlighters before, and so have I. Can it be that Voin wrote these secret words in the light of that beacon, knowing they could only be revealed by the same light? But what did he seek to hide? Did he record the location of the weapons sought by Gothmog? Must read the secret writing in the Black Book. Let me know if you're ready to do so. Let's go do that, and then we'll finish off for the day.
What secrets did Voin hide within these holes of memory? Let us now discover them, my friend.
Yeah, I always thought it was weird that, you know, we went down there twice or so, and we went down here only once. I felt like there was always much more. I also just noticed, I think I've noticed this before, but looking at it, it's quite cool the map being a book like that. Though that means the map should take us, like, we should be able to get over here. Because I think we did that previously. So I'm sure these are all separately instanced anyway. I believe this will be our last delve into the words of our distant friend Voin. Yes, I say friend, for though the tome he left us comes from Mordor and bears the sigil of Sauron upon its cover, I've detected a little malice of the part of the Zelruka who wrote it. He has expanded our knowledge of the past, and for that I call him a friend. The Shard of Glass reveals hidden writings that speak of Mordor. That is where Voin picks up the tale, and that is where we will follow in the Halls of Memory. So, this way? Yeah, thought so. Okay. We have been down this path once before, I think. To Mordor I went then, seeking the word of my vanished friend, he reads aloud. I remembered our adventures together and they brought a smile to my face even in the dark land, but there were other memories too and regrets, and those were less welcome. He had just become King of Gondor and the crown was an ill fit. The taunts of the Witch King at Fornost ate away at him. If my horse had not bolted, he often began, but one of us was always there to keep him from dwelling upon it. If Magaldir had lived, his words might have kept Eärnur from going to Minas Morgul, but Magaldir was dead and would never return from Durthang. Could I have stopped him? This is what I thought. This is the thought that comes back to me again and again as I wrote these passages in the dim light of the accursed beacon. He had just become king, and I have trusted that his knights would keep him safe. Gondor was no land for Zelruka, and I had deeds of my own to perform. I remember his words to me before I returned to the northern mountains. Go and find your city, Voin. Go find Thafar Gathol. I embraced him then and bid him farewell. I will, I told him. Good, he responded. Perhaps you'll then stop talking about it morning and evening. 7 years after the parting, I learned from travellers upon the road that King Eärnur went to Imlad Morgul with a band of knights and vanished. I set out at sunrise the following morning, bid farewell to my wife, and resolved to find Eärnur. Oh, what? Did we go that way maybe one time? This is separate. Okay. Where do we end up? We've been here before, I think. Yeah, we've definitely been here before. After many months, at last I found him. He's in the city of Minas Morgul I came to live, hiding in plain sight and moving among the wicked dwarves that served the orcs and their foul masters. It was an unpleasant work and cruel, but even every disagreeable task elevated my position in the city and brought me nearer to my goal. Other dwarves claimed the Zelruka have no patience. I proved them wrong, and I was rewarded. In turn, the bosses gave me a new post, steward of the chambers within the top of the city. Is there at least... Last I found Eärnur and the few of his knights who yet survived. He has a sword. Don't know why he doesn't just get out of there. Is this maybe when he's like being converted? Is he gonna kill Voin? Is that where we end up after this? I just don't trust him, that's all. I just feel like I'm always being tricked. So there's like an illusion. Yeah, there's enchantments, an illusion, just something stopping him from leaving. There's only one means of escape, and that was for him to sort of give in. Just got an alarm just for the one person. What is this escape he claims to allow? They were transformed into in the Kargul, race of evil that exist only to serve him. Well, that's why I said it would be worse than slaying you. So the fate of the Nazgul Lord plans for you then? Not quite, I don't think. He allows me to keep my sword for it figures in his plan. He wants me to despair and abandon all hope of a free life. Sounds like you've kind of done that already. In the last moment he wishes for me to fall upon my own... Ah, okay. I got ya. Only when Orthadel drinks my blood, he will allow me to die and escape him. I feel like Voen's not long for this world. I'm a scholar, but he must have woven some enchantment around the blade. I think a taste of blood will lightly bind you to him in some unpleasant fashion. Yeah. I resisted for these many years, but it becomes more difficult with every passing day. Just like break the sword somehow. That ruins his plan, right? He's patient. This is the only victory that will satisfy him. He is willing to wait. I mean, he's got an unnaturally long lifespan, so... Time is no friend of ours, he reads aloud. Over here. Cool. We think of something that will still be time. The Witch Queen's pride will be his downfall. He thinks to rob you of the spark that drives you, the fire that so infuriates him. As long as passion to resist him burns within you, he will not know victory over you. I have stayed here too long. I will be back tomorrow. Like a grinding wheel, time moved ever onwards. Oh, they're up here now. There's still time, but there is less now than there was. I've just devised 100 plans, each one less likely to succeed than the previous one, but it does not mean escape is not or is impossible. Never think that. I do not want to worry you, but you should know Silmatar is no more. The House of Lamentation claim another one of our friends. We should not weep for him. Let his fate inspire us to escape. We can mourn him when we are both free of the Black Land. Not just he, but Silmatar and Kalador alike. That's what he said last time. Where is he now? There they are, found him. Oh, I guess we're going down here soon. I'm going to worry there's much must be some means of escape, some way to free you from the Nazgul's grasp, both such as tower high and low, and I just delved every corner of the Vale, but there is nothing. What is that? Do you say you have thought of something? Why do you speak its name here in the docks of Morgul? There's no use to us now. We must think of only escape. Aena has an idea. I don't want to. Do you want to waste your years here in the tower seeking to prevent something I know is unpreventable? I know my doom. Here is the heart of my power. I cannot hope to resist the Lord that Nazgul for much longer. He knows this. But he seeks not only a thrall, he wants something else. He wants to destroy my spirit, the fire inside me that infuriates him. He wants me to despair, to fall upon my own sword, to say a word and deed. You have the victory, and I am bested. You are right, Voen. That would be no escape, and would bind me to his will. They came to okay. None will know of this save you. My own onslaught will not become a song or tale or legend, but it will be the deed of Anna who resisted evil to the end. I can't leave the tower without alerting the Lord of the Nazgul. True. But the same cannot be said for Orthodel. So take the sword. I said break the sword, so I mean... I would send the sword away as far away as can be managed. I mean, it makes sense. How do you know it won't set it off, though? Have you tried? Orlang and Marcilnis still live within the dungeons. Give one of them the sword and a path to escape. Or he could just take the sword. And nobody would know where it was. Is that the weapon that, like, that could win everything? Without a distraction, no one will be able to leave Imlad Morgul, so he's going to make the distraction because it'll alert everybody that he's trying to leave. Or is it him that's gonna make the distraction? Bowen. But he's got to write all this, so... I don't know. Yeah, he's writing this, like... past tense. There must be further hidden runes elsewhere, he insists. Very hidden in the book. I don't even know where we are now. Kind of turns through more pages. So, yeah, peering through the glass at each one. Yeah, we're not even on the map, which is a bit weird. We must be, like, out here somewhere. Though, actually, it would show us normally, so I'm not sure. Every step I took in the dungeon was the heaviest of my life. Whoa, that's... I just want that recorded. That's just cool. Tammy still resists the torments of Nazgul. What escape? What's changed? I will not leave without Aena. You say he's already fled. Happy news. If you'll open my cell, I will follow him to freedom. Dear sweet Rowan, what of Marcellus? You can free her now, and I will be away, and let us meet again when we are safely outside the Black Land. Farewell, Rowan, bearer of happy tidings and welcome escape. Is the other one going to be turned to a Cargill already? Not sure. Yeah, I think you lied to him. Oh, wait a minute. One of the prisoners has escaped. So you're sacrificing him. And then you're going to get the other to go. It's a hard reading. Gandalf says it looks up from the pages. Only one of Aena's knights could escape, but even that would require the guidance of the Veil to be occupied with some distracting mission, something needed to draw their attention away from the bearer of the sword. Aena was more fleet on foot than Orlong and would have the greatest chance of escaping the valley, so I gave her the sword, Orthodel, and set her free. Only after she was fled did I go and release Orlang, but there was little time to waste. I sent the tower's guardians after him almost immediately, and he led them on a desperate chase away from Marcellus. Alas, my friend, I had no choice. Anyone could see that. Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's all I'll say. Damn. That's scary. Hi, Gandalf. Okay. Tonight Marcellus escaped Minas Morgul and came free lands again. Bowen does not tell, and yet I think we learned enough in the Black Book for me to suggest some possibilities. I believe Marcellus escaped the bands of Mordor, is still in possession with Orthodel, the Rising Star, but not without injury. For how long did she journey and where did she go? We cannot know for certain, but it seems she did not make Familius Trith or word of her would appear once again, and it does not. I think she turned northward in an attempt to put as much distance between herself and the Witch King as she was able. Did she survive the journey and live out her days in peace? Did she succumb to wounds freshly inflicted during her escape, or did she endure the years of her torment in the dungeons? Was she recaptured by a hunting party sent by the Witch King? Though I never learned which of these came to pass, I cannot say, but I'm quite certain, whichever may be the fate of the Knight of Gondor, the blade she carried out in the of Morgul Vale survived. Orthodel was of elf make, warded by first by Magodir the elf during the siege of Barad-dûr, and later by King Eärnur of Gondor. But in time, its history was forgotten, and its name was lost. It became just a sword, handed down from bearer to bearer for many years. However, it found its way into the hands of a Dunedain and became an heirloom in his house. This is how it came to the ranger Galadir. Yes, though it endured much over the years, I think the sword would have been remade in the reforges of Rivendell and renamed Dunachar, once known as Orthodel, and so the Rising Star became the Avenger of the West. Oh. So we kind of know where it is, I guess. Right, well, let us finish up with you for now.
Much that was obscured from us now seems clear.
When the sword of Dunachar pierced Mordor's form in the throne room of Carndun, the purpose of the Witch King was fulfilled 1,000 years later, but not in the manner which he planned. Bonds were made that day, and months later, on the Pelennor fields before Minas Tirith, they would be broken. He could not remember it, but 1,000 years later, Eärnur's final act of resistance freed him from the dominion of Mordor. He closes the Black Book and looks upon you. There's enough for now. We've come to the end of the moonwriting, but the discovery stirred in me certainty that I missed something in my earlier perusal of this tome. I do not know what it may have been, and I can sense its presence still. Mysteries upon mysteries. Perhaps I'll return to this matter when we've satisfied our other charge. Yes, I fear we have spent too many hours in study and neglecting our other tasks.
Have you forgotten why I came this way?
Right, we'll hold off for the minute with that one so we can remember it for next episode, but we have to go find our wagon, basically.
Why I came this way?
Nope, you just said. So, gonna turn floating names back on, finish for the day. We got like 1 million XP, which isn't bad, just under, 60k under, so not bad. I'd say that's pretty good for a relatively normal sized episode. But anyway, that's gonna be it for now though. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. And next episode, we're gonna go continue with the epilogue. I'm not sure where we go after the epilogue, so I might have to look that up as well, and hopefully, other than that, we don't have to look up too much on the wiki, but I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.